welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the brand new movie that just came out, which is Mortal Kombat live action. If you guys are like me, I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat. I'm not much of a gory person though, but Mortal Kombat is an exception for me for some reason. By the way, just to start off right off on this review, it's going to be a quick short one. I am a fan of Mortal Kombat, but not really a fan as maybe others. There's two different kind of fans I would say that are out there. There's people that are fans of the video game that don't really know much about Mortal Kombat like in detail, and then there's fans like of the movie that came out, which is Mortal Kombat. I believe it was like 19 something, whatever. There was like an older movie that came out of Mortal Kombat. There was like two versions of that. I never really actually seen any of those either, and I know it's weird and shocking that I didn't even know they had another Mortal Kombat movie. I just thought it was just this one, so I'm gonna have to do my research and go back to those two and see how those are. Little backstory. So I'm a fan of the Mortal Kombat, but of the video game, mainly of the characters. I don't really know much about it. My little history with Mortal Kombat growing up is that my uncles and my cousins always used to play video games, and I was the annoying little cousin that liked to be all nosy and like, you know, go see what the boys are doing. So I always went to go, of course I wasn't allowed to play, so I would just sit there with the controller that wasn't working and pretend I was fighting the other people. The thing that piqued my interest was all the fatalities that each character had to kill off their enemy in different ways, whether it was pulling their spine, taking out their heart, splitting them in half, you know, all those crazy fatalities each character has, which is also unique. So that's what I actually like to watch. Even now to this day, when my uncle used to still plays that game, I still want to see, oh, what new fatalities they have. So that was my main goal. I was hoping to see in these movies. I kind of felt, guys, this review is going to be really short, like I said. So Mortal Kombat in general, there's really not much to say. It's all this huge tournament that they're all supposed to fight each other, and we're all waiting for those battles. This one is giving you a little bit of backstory, which I highly do appreciate, you know, because like I said, I'm a fan of the video game. I don't really get like to know any of these characters. I don't know if there's a storyline. I just know there's going to be a fight. There's going to be a really gory fatality at the end, and somebody's going to end up winning this fight at the end of the day. So when it came to Scorpion and Sub-Zero, when it came to like the outfits of Mortal Kombat characters in general, I just thought they were really good, point on, very intimidating. I love Sub-Zero's outfit. I think they did a really good job with it, and also they did a good job with Scorpion's. I think they did a well job on the costumes and making in this film. When it came to the battle scenes in general though, guys, I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna cough. I think it's gone now. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, when it came to the battle scenes in general, guys, I just felt like it was a little slow pace for me. I don't know if anybody else caught this. I don't know if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but did it seem like the battles were like a little bit slow mode? Like they were like slow motion in a way, but not too slow motion, just enough slow motion. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like it needed to be more up-paced and upbeat. But then I get like maybe they're trying to show us, like maybe the director was trying to show us like, hey, look at each impact that's going in. But I kind of felt like it was like lacking in some areas. Some fights were pretty good, I gotta admit, it was cool. But other ones, it was just like, yeah, it wasn't all that. But anyways, moving on from the battle scenes in general, I do like how they included more of the goriness in this film, and obviously times has changed. Technology's gone better, and we have so much more that we could do to movies nowadays to make them look more realistic and just more cooler in general. So that's why I'm so glad they finally made a Mortal Kombat movie in this time, because they could give us that gore and more realistic feel where it's not too fake. When it comes to this movie in general, I like to say I'm gonna have to only give it like a 3-star review. Honestly, I wasn't that impressed. I mean, I was like excited to finally have a Mortal Kombat movie, have some gore to it, but I wasn't that impressed because like I said, I felt like the battle scenes could have been more. And then on top of that, I like how they tried to include the video game like words, like, you know, like what was it, like, oh, Get Over Here by Scorpion. That was awesome. But I just realized he only says that once in the video when I watched it, and I was like, why would they do that? Like, I get in the trailer, like when you hear him say Get Over Here, it kind of gets you like pumped up, and it was like, oh, I gotta watch this movie. But now when you watch the movie and he says it, it loses intimidation, so it's not even like cool anymore. Like, it was just like you kind of expected it coming. So I didn't appreciate that at all. And that was like the only thing. And then there was other thing where it was like final victory, or like the ending of the battle scenes where they say finish him. Like, they were just saying like weird lines from video games that to me just didn't flow right and didn't make sense. There is a little bit of humor in here, but not much, and the humor is okay, but overall this movie is just like a 3-star. I don't really think it's, I just honestly don't think it's worth it. I think they could have did a little bit more better. I don't know if it was just the excitement of getting a Mortal Kombat out there to the fans and just hurrying it along. I mean, obviously they took their time with the battle scenes. I do appreciate the battle scenes that they give us, the outfits, the costumes, and the way that technology works nowadays to give us that movie in all its glory. But I just honestly felt like the plot could have been better, and we could have got a lot more fatality scenes, because there is some gore in there, there's some fatalities, but I felt like we needed a little bit more instead of 2. But who knows, maybe they're gonna come out with another movie, because it seems like they were gonna give us more of another chance to see Mortal Kombat again if they come out with a sequel, because I did want to see other characters, of course. But other than that, guys, basically going to be it for my review. I know it was short, but like I said, I love Mortal Kombat. I'm a fan of the game, but I really don't know much about it, like in Mortal Kombat history-wise. And that's just my perspective, but this is my only personal review of the movie that I've seen myself. Like I said, I felt like the fights were a little bit slow-mo, and I felt like they could have been sped up faster. I also felt like there could have been a little more fatalities in here, but that's just because I'm a fan of fatalities, so this is basically my opinion in general. But I did enjoy the movie, but to me it's just not worth another watch. But I still recommend you guys to watch it, because the fatalities that you get to see in real life, real gore, and to see how they use our technology nowadays, how they make the movies, is like why worth it. And it kind of gets you pumped up more, wanting to see more. So I guess I could see that point perspective of wanting to see more of Mortal Kombat. But other than that, guys, that's basically going to wrap it up for today's review. I hope to see you all next time. Bye!